What's happening, people? Welcome back to the freaking channel for another freaking video, right? I'm so glad to be back, guys. I hope you had an amazing time, spending time with your family, an amazing holiday and all that. Hopefully, you didn't spend it alone. And if you did, well, I hope you made the best of it, right? Sometimes life just works like that, but I had an amazing time with my family, right? Just very relaxing. We all got to enjoy each other's company and catch up, right? And it was fun, okay? So I definitely enjoy Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays, like I said before, but yeah, today's Monday, right? So it's time to get back to business and get back to our stocks and our information and our channel, right? I do have some big news, right? That just came to, over the weekend, right? So we actually hit 100 subscribers, right? Up here, right? I'm doing this over here so we can show it up here. And yeah, guys, thank you so freaking much. That was my first goal, right? Was to reach 100 subscribers, guys. And guess what? Now there's no stopping us, okay? And check out this shirt, right? Apes together, like that, diamonds. My sister got me this shirt for Christmas. All right, so shout out to her. Thank you. I really like it. And then also this take the sip and buy the dip cup right here, right? See, how could I show it to you? There we go. So take a sip and buy the dip, okay, guys? And yeah, we definitely have some information to go over, guys. I want to go over this key information that you need to know, if you're holding AMC or Lucid or Bitfarms or Loopring. They're all kind of in the green today, right? Nothing spiked up like crazy. Bitfarms was up at 4 or 5%, what I saw, right? But kind of came down a little bit, all right? So, I got you with the information, put it all together for you. So, you know what? I'm about to call up the Lamborghini dealership. Hey, you got my Lamborghini ready? Cause the squeeze is coming, guys. I could tell you that. In my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think we are so close to this, and I'm gonna give you the reasons why. I got facts, right? I got information, data, and that's why I go off of. But no, in reality, I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini. That would not be the first thing I would buy, guys. I would call a Black Rock coffee shop, right? And I'd be like, hey, I want to open up a location. What's good, right? Let's get it. All right, so let's jump into this other the other screen over here. So I just added the hotkeys. Yeah, I just wanted to test it. Okay, so I can skip that part and just switch the screens over. Okay, without using the mouse. Cool. So yeah, the first thing we're gonna go over, guys, is why I think the squeeze is upon us. Okay, this article just came out right now. And it's pretty funny. I have to show it to you guys first, right? So January will be a huge month for these hard hit stocks. 10 riskier names to load up on from JPMorgan.com or from JPMorgan site. Okay. And they're basically saying, these stocks are on sale, guys. They're bullish on these stocks ahead that they're gonna list, okay? And they go over why, but the SPY actually just hit an all-time high right now too. From what I was looking at. So to me, I'm very bullish on the next few weeks, the next few months. From just my experience in the past, January as well tends to be pretty good. And okay, so what I want to point out here is they saying they're more bullish, right? Okay, because this is all driven by more hawkish central banks. The Omicron coronavirus forced deleveraging, poor year-end liquidity, and general bear sentiment. Investors are back to paying record premium for low volatility stocks such as safe haven and mega cap names. That has led to sharp de-risking and outright bear market. Okay, for higher beta value and growth stocks, at a team led by the bank's chief equity market strategist. Okay, strategist, yeah. In particular, outside of the Big Ten, stocks in the U.S. equity Dow Jones and multiple derating have been severe. He said nothing about the Russell 3000 is just down 4% and the Nasdaq 7% from the 12-month high. Right. Just a bunch, right? Just where they're getting this information and why they're saying this. Okay, but what I really want to point out down here, let's see. Where's that quote? Okay, guys, let's see. Okay, here we go. Here are a few recently crowded top momentum stocks now at a significant discount, highlighted by the bank. Okay, so all these right here. Okay, and guess what we got here? AMC, all right. Are they putting this information out there because as if when the squeeze happens, they want to say, oh, we told you guys, we saw it coming, right? A lot of times banks, they own shares, right? They might recall these shares, okay? They might force recall them in January. Okay, so I just wanted to point this out because this, in my opinion, guys, this is what's gonna happen. Okay, I think we're gonna see. That's why you see the options are heavy for AMC as far as like January 21st. Everybody's been pointing that date out for the options, right? And this is GameStop, guys. But what you want to pay attention to is the dates right here, right? So it started squeezing right around this time, right? So it was around $17 on January 8th. And what I'm going to talk about is diversification and rebalancing your portfolio. And I think in a way, that's why, that's my data on why AMC is about to squeeze in January. All right. So you just have to be patient, guys. Remember to hold, because look what happens. It just doubled, right? In a week later, it doubles. And then we have the massive run, that everybody knows about and the squeeze. But that's when they took away the buy button as well, guys. So our 1 year anniversary, when this whole mess started, right, when they took away the buy button from us and basically screwed millions of people, right, from money, right here, boom. Remember that, January 27th. So it's funny how, right, this article, what is it saying? January will be a huge month for these hard hit stocks, guys. Okay, pay attention. All right, let's talk about rebalancing your portfolio. All right, so your portfolio, of course, is whatever stocks, investments you have, whatever you have in that portfolio, depending on your broker or whatever. But to explain what a diversified portfolio is I'm going to give you first these five popular portfolio types. Okay. So an aggressive portfolio takes on great risk in search of great returns, right? So the more risk, the more return. A defensive portfolio focuses on consumer staples that are impervious to downturns. An income portfolio concentrates on shareholder distributions. The speculative portfolio is not for the faint-hearted, all right? So because that's a lot of risk. You're basically taking a lot of risk. The hybrid portfolio diversifies across asset classes, all right? So if you want, again, to read this stuff, I'll put the links down below. Investopedia, great website where you can learn all kinds of things, right? So it's going to go into more detail, but there's, depending on how you have your portfolio set up, right? And it has to do with taxes, guys, right? Capital gains, with profits, with losses. When you're taking, your profits, guys, you're going to have to pay your taxes, right? So by December 31st, you should be deciding what stocks you want to keep and which ones you want to sell. And then when you sell at a loss, guys, when you were negative, say you put in $500, now it's only worth $300, and you want to sell it. Okay, so you sell it, and then that loss, that $200 loss, guys, they're gonna deduct it from your capital gains, right? So any profits that you made, they're gonna deduct it, so they're gonna tax you a little bit less. Okay, just to kind of give you an idea. So to me, in my opinion, the short sellers, right, they have to decide. Which like the short sellers, right? Like, God damn, I'm itchy right now, sorry. They have to decide if they want to cut the positions at a loss, right? By December 31st. They have to talk to their investors. They have to report to the investors like where they're at. But shit's about to get crazy in my opinion right now, guys. When it comes to building the best investment portfolio, you'll often hear that diversification is key, okay? I know that AMC is, when it started, it was like, that's the only stock, that's my stock. I only hold AMC, right? And in the past, guys, I've made that mistake before of just holding one. So I like to diversify, all right? Just how I do it. You can do whatever you like with your money, right? So why do you even need to bother with it, okay? And that's because you have to consider your risk, guys. It's basically just rearranging your risk, okay? Because even though my portfolio is heavily weighted on AMC, right? Like, it's going to move the value of it because of AMC. That's what happens when you're heavily weighted on the swings, right? So when you diversify, one might be down, but one might be going up. And I'm very diversified, guys. Like, I have a lot of crypto coins, right? I have different stocks, but Lucid and Bitfarm, AMC, Loopring, absolute favorite. On top of that, Shiba and Cardano, right? I do also hold those. I just don't make videos on them because then the video would be like an hour long, right? Like, it's a lot of information. But if you, just to make it easier, right, to understand it, have you ever heard that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? That's some principles that drive investors to diversify their investments, okay? And that's, just depending on your risk, investing with the main goal of making money immediately is an easy way to lose, right? Normally, the market is not super volatile like it has been in the past year. Normally the market was built to go long, I think, in my opinion, all right? But yeah, remember, it just depends, like, and it might not all be in one portfolio, right? Like, because crypto, .com. That's what I use, right, for my crypto and other, and then I have a cold wallet as well. So you have to decide what you want to do with the risk, okay? Because of taxes, guys. Remember, you know, your apps, your whoever your broker is, they're gonna send you the tax information soon. By you know the first couple weeks of January, they're probably gonna have it already, and they'll send you the information, and then you know you give that to your tax person. And yeah, that's why I'm saying, guys, that like this is I think what's about to happen, because the short sellers need to decide if they're going to continue this game, right? The short interest is still there, guys, all that stuff, right? So these are just the components, guys. I'm going to put the links down in the description, but so we don't spend too much more time on this, so I can move on. But basically it's saying, you know, you got to have your stocks, your bonds, and your cash and all that. But it's just examples, okay? So you can go look at the chart. This is basically different models, okay, of how to diversify and how you split up your money, okay? And here again, more. Here's another version, right? So mostly stocks, a little bit of bonds, a little bit of cash. The reason you want to have cash is so that if, in case, you know, there's a huge news article that comes out about something, or a merger or something, and you want to get into something while it's, you know, pumping, and that's why you always want to keep a little bit of cash available, right? And yeah, so just as an investor, remember, you know, do what you want with your own money, but there's different strategies, right? So you have to come up with your own strategy. So something else I want to touch on is the Spider-Man movie, right? Since we're gonna continue on AMC now, guys. This is insane, right? So this movie, the Spider-Man movie, right? No Way Home is the first film to make $1 billion since 2019. Okay, that is amazing, guys. I mean, I haven't gone to see it. I'm gonna go see it soon, but you know, this thing is just tearing it up in the box office. So to you know the short sellers, I don't know what their deal is, because AMC to me, in my opinion, guys, it's not going anywhere. And they just acquired new theaters, right? It's crazy how all this bullish news has been coming out on AMC and the price goes down, right? So what does that mean? They're still shorting us, guys, right? It doesn't make sense why AMC shorted 50% every single day, okay? And yeah, let's go take a look at the chart, right? Everything here, guys, has been playing out perfect, right? As you can see, right, everyone's saying this is a head and shoulders pattern, and what you want to see is now big volume come in, all right? We need to get through this resistance, guys. Like, we haven't been able to beat this resistance for a long time, right? Since that big run up. Look at this. Rejected, 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 right? Now, remember what Trey's always said, right? The fourth test, guys. If you look at this, that's 1, 2, 3. This would be the fourth. And what usually happens? It goes, right? And to me, guys, this is just amazing how it's playing out, guys. Like, this is creepy, right? Look at this. You see this little red spot right here? Look at this little red spot. If this is the cycle, guys, that's why the bank is putting that news out there, right? Because the cycle is here. You see this little drop? Boom, rip to the moon, all that shit, right? Look at this. If this is it, this is the little 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bam. What, you think the squeeze is not here? I think the squeeze is here. And the market just closed, guys. So AMC was up 0.56% today. The volume was 30 million.5. All right. So look at this, guys. It's here. It's time. All right. It's gonna be fun. Get ready. And we'll zoom in if you want. Just kind of see what happened today. The morning right dip. And I've always paid attention to this. I like actually when AMC opens like this, when it dips, because normally it ends up green, right? Just after watching the charts over and over for the past year, guys, like, boom, it takes a dip and then it goes higher, right? So we got rejected here because we got rejected here. You can see that resistance. And then we just kind of went down, but you could consider this a bull flag, guys, all right? And what I mean by that is, here, I'll show you guys real quick, right? So from here to here, got one, done. Moving this way, you know, it would be like something like that. And a bull flag is bullish, right? It's saying that it's ready to go up higher. Okay, so I would consider this a bull flag right there, okay? And so tomorrow, the coming few days, we need to see that volume come through and drive it up to the upside. All right. Let's take a look real quick. I didn't see that there was, it's kind of low volume, guys. 30 million right now. But if you look at the order flow, so 0.86 large orders today. Okay, so we might be in that accumulation that everyone keeps talking about with the Wyckoff theory. Okay, 102 medium versus 121, 37 versus 41. I mean, I don't know if the apes are selling, guys. I mean, this is what the data's saying. I hope not, right? Because they're going to hate themselves if you miss the squeeze, right? Because you were impatient. Because patient pays in the market. All right, guys. So yeah, that's just all I really have to show you on AMC, and that's what we're looking for, guys. Is the next move up. As you can see, we have the resistance drawn out here, the lines, right? These are where I expect to see resistance, and then I just right away, guys, I want to get back to this channel, right? The 4050 channel. That's going to show the reversal, and then we can make our moves to where we need to go. Unless the shorts cover, okay, guys. Obviously, if the shorts cover, this thing will just freaking go like we've seen in the past. What I gotta point out here on Twitter, okay, this guy Pino8. I'm not sure if I'm saying that wrong, but this could be confusing to some. But this is what I found from using the mom indicator momentum. All right, focus on the green line I placed on the indicator. He's talking about down here. Watch how we went up 60 to 900% in about 1 to 5 week span after touching the green line, guys, coming from the bottom. This happened 4 out of 6 times. Okay, so check this out. Where are we at right here? Right, we're right here. What he's pointing out is as soon as we get up and we touch that, that's when we start moving up. Okay, it's the RSI indicator. And what happened right here, right? It touched there and we were gone. So like I said, I mean, I love Twitter, guys. There's just always something going on, new information, right? If you can't keep up with the YouTube videos and whatnot, I always, point people towards Twitter because I like the stuff. And people are pissed, man. Look at this. Like, this is market manipulation at pre-market, right? There's no way people decided to sell the stock in pre-market knowing Spider-Man movie made 1 billion. People got fresh Christmas money. This has to be stonk 15 to 20%, right? Gary Gensler, look at do your job. But yeah, I mean, this is pre-market, just a straight short selling dump, right? Why would the apes sell, guys? They don't wake up that early to sell, right? Especially with, like I'm saying, all this bullish news that has been coming out with AMC. And right now, currently, there's only 9,000 calls in the money. Supposedly, they have 4.5 million shares to borrow. So this is what we need to focus on, guys. We need huge buying power, volume to come in and push this thing up, and the shorts will drown, right? Right now, 16,000 puts in the money. Of course, it's only Monday, so you'll see a lot of fluctuation. But just remember, they keep on shorting us, guys, like 50% a day, 60%. When they get really scared, so they have to go harder, right, and take out more shares and borrow more shares just to sell them, right? Big game for them. But whatever. All right, guys, let's. I know it's a lot of information, so let's move over to Lucid. So I got this chart. I should have it right here. And not too much going on with Lucid. Volume was 40 million, 38.96, and it was up 3.51%. As you can see, it's trying to make its way back up to this master trend line. And you could see a George W forming right here. Okay, so I expect this to just hop up right here pretty soon, start to make its way back up. Like I said, they have secured funds. They have done a lot to make sure, 2022 will be a good year, and they're expanding, guys. I mean, I don't know why people are more, bullish on like Rivian and all that, guys. Like this has so much potential, right? In my opinion. Order flow, 306 million versus 409 million. So large orders were going out today. Interesting. And then 170 versus 218, 134 versus 175. All right. So we'll put that back down. We can go ahead and look at the longer charts to kind of see. Okay, so I'm still, looking for it to get back at least to 45, guys. That's where it was, kind of sitting for a minute, and then of course make its way back here. But that it's not gonna happen, today or tomorrow, guys. I mean, it's barely trying to make its way back up. Volume has gone down significantly. So this is, like I said, a long-term investment. As they grow, your stock will grow with the company. And what a lot of people say is that like it's overvalued, blah blah blah, this that. Yeah, the valuation doesn't match because it's like Tesla, like it trades on the future, right? Like it's always going to trade ahead of it because this is a future type company, to where like it's got a lot of potential with the technology that it's bringing to the table. All right, so let's go over this article here real quick. It just is talking about how it performed this year. So if you had invested 10,000 in Lucid and Tesla at the start of the year, here's how much you would have. New to the public markets, okay, Lucid has set big goals for 2022. Tesla's outperforming, okay, a little bit, but it's comparing it to Neo and Xpeng, right, Rivian, all that good stuff. But definitely want to show you this because it's saying if you had split 10,000 into Tesla and Lucid, you would have 21,600 today, right? That's how much it's gone up, guys. And I just want to go over what a SPAC is real quick because I just learned this more, in detail today. But here's what we got. A SPAC's sole purpose is to raise capital that it can use to bring a private company public. It's like an initial public offering, except the SPAC gets listed on a stock exchange. So in the New York Stock Exchange is where Lucid got listed, right? So I just want to show you this graph. It's outperforming everything. This is the Lucid graph right here. So it's up 300, almost 300%. Here's all the other ones, right? So Tesla, just comparing it. So that's how well, Lucid has performed, guys. So it's just saying, right now it's kind of like maybe for a new investor, it's a good time to get in. But they can also see some downside. I don't see any downside really coming through with Lucid, but who knows, right? I mean, I'm in it for the long term, guys. So just wanted to touch on that, and we can go ahead and move on to Bitfarms right now, right? Let's see where we're at. Yeah, that was Lucid. Cool. Bitfarms, guys, had a nice green day today, up freaking 2.59% currently. It's up 0.6.7 after hours. So it's definitely having a nice green day. Back to the $6 range, right? So for a while, we saw this thing go down, okay? Remember this huge downtrend? So now it's reversed, right? It's trying to make its way back up. Like I said, it's comfortable in these areas here. So I expect it to just make its move. And it is moving with Bitcoin as well, okay? Keep that in mind. And with crypto. Crypto's definitely doing nice. I like Loopring where it's at right now. I think a lot of these are going to start to move back up and we're going to start to see bullish momentum. So as you can see, here we go. It's following this trend line that we drew out. Okay, so now it hit the top. Let's see if it can break through here so that we can make our way back up to this zone, okay? But lots of good news, I think coming out soon. I'm not too worried about it. Tomorrow, though, like this is a bad bear sign, though, look, when it's over. It means it has to cool off, okay? So we might see a little bit of downside, guys. Might come through here and make its way back up if it keeps following this. But the R side looks like it has to cool off. And then the MACD as well, like it looks like it's about to turn. We might see some selling, and then before it comes turning around, okay? Because it's been on a little bit of a run. So just keep an eye on that, guys. Okay. And I'll show you real quick this tweet that they sent out. So some pictures from Quebec, all right? Just showing you the facility. Look, it looks nice and clean, organized, guys. That's what I freaking love about it. Like, I have a feeling 2022 is going to be a really good year for this company. And they're pretty consistent, and they keep adding and adding more hash rate. They already have their goals, guys. Like everything is set up. They're set up for success, basically, right? That's what I really like about Bitfarms. Okay. And then let's just go over this crypto news here. I found this over here, this Coin Telegraph article, all right? And basically it took me here. So countdown to the yearly close, 5 things to watch on Bitcoin this week. All right, real quick. Just because this has to do with, Loopring and Cardano and every crypto, right? All the other altcoins. So it's going to go over just where it's at, kind of where it's been, the big run, and it just kind of settled in between. And then also it didn't hit the 100,000 mark that, a lot of people were calling a few months ago. So it's talking about, despite concerns of thin liquidity could spark increased spot price volatility during the holiday season. So far, the opposite is true. Bitcoin is quiet, possibly too quiet, right? With crypto, you just never know, guys. But the weekend saw little by way of unusual price moves with a brief dip below 50. And right now it's currently at 51,300. Okay, still green for the day a little bit. And yeah, it's just kind of keeping an eye on it, just seeing where the graph is at. But what it normally points out, right, is this right here. No, not that one. It was this one. Nope, not that one. What the heck? Oh man, that's too much. All right. Here it is. Lots of bearish sentiment in response to my tweet. Plus, many can't seem to understand, but either it was up, but it was 50K a while ago, which makes me think there's going to have to be some massive green candles soon. Bitcoin usually melts faces when people least expect it, right? That's just how volatile it is. Whoops. Just open that tweet up. But okay, cool. Let's move on to Loopring, guys. Like, I love Loopring. I love where it's sitting at. Things are looking really bullish for this, guys. We're sitting at 233, better than the $2 range that we were at for a minute. Okay, so it's up 1.5%. The market cap's 3.1. The volume in the last 24 hours, 329 million. This has been up to about $1 billion before, so I would rather see that kind of volume. But again, pay attention. People are holding, okay? And if you look at this beautiful chart here, if you draw this line, it looks like it wants to break up out of this bull flag. Again, like I pointed out earlier with AMC, that same pattern. A little more selling than buying right now. But what's important, guys, is I'm going to pull this chart up. So I got rid of the Fibonacci extension for now, and I drew out this pitchfork, okay? So this is where the top was, right? So it's going to kind of guide you to where it sees the pattern going again. And we're right where we need to be. I mean, remember, it didn't break that master trend line. It actually, bounced off of it. And now it seems to be going to its, to the upside. So I want to see it follow this green line, obviously, right? For bullish momentum, guys. You can expect, if it gets to these levels, 261, 368, 423. Okay, those are kind of like where, this channel, it's a Fibonacci channel. It's explaining like if it follows it, kind of the resistance points and where you would see that, right? But last thing with Loopring is this part right here, okay? So Loopring wallet was launched, right? I downloaded mine, guys. You can find it in the App Store. All right. So if it's real easy to look at, real clean, the setup, right? So I'm gonna transfer my Loopring into this wallet. But yeah, it's just gonna say Loopring wallet launches, spurs more GameStop rumors, drives up the price. Okay, so it's kind of saying that's why we had a little bull run. Loopring announced the release of its L2 counterfactual wallet. The iOS version is already out. Actually, this one said it's going to come soon, but for my information, it's already out. So the release confirmed that the partnership with GameStop is not just a rumor. All right. So those smart wallets create a hybrid exchange that combines centralized order matching and decentralized order settlement to make Ethereum more accessible. Said on Tuesday, right? And the Android version is coming soon. Due to rumors of Loopring being employed by GameStop for its upcoming NFT marketplace, which I agree with, I think they're going to partner and release this NFT marketplace. The LRC token that has jumped in value by over 400% since late October. Okay, it just fell from its highs, right? The high's like 383. And we went over this in the past videos, guys, talking about Loopring. Major step forward. Definitely, I agree. And I just think this is going to be a winner, guys, honestly, in 2022. Okay, so more details about the wallet. We already know it reduces the gas fees, all that good stuff. And yeah, like I've told you before. So let's just hope, right? Neither of the parties have made an official confirmation, the report says, but the investors believe that the debut of the GameStop marketplace powered by LRC Layer 2 solution and wallet is not far off. Okay, so you gotta love Loopring, guys. I freaking love it, right? So let's make this smaller. I went over everything. I know it was a lot, but it's Monday, guys. It's just how the market works, right? All the news articles that came out over the weekend and stuff like that, like pop up. Okay, so I just really want to thank to the new subscribers, guys. We finally hit that 100 goal. So next I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. And the reason is so I can start live streaming during the market hours. Okay, so I can show patterns that are forming and all that good stuff. And it's just gonna be fun. All right. So thank you so much. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the next video. Okay, peace out.